Ladies and gentlemen, I have compiled a list. We've been doing these Raw reviews, and we haven't done a list in a long time. We haven't done a video where we're just, in general, discussing the wrestling product. So we're gonna do that right here, right now. And I've got 10, the top 10 reasons that WWE sucks, or the top 10 things that piss me off with WWE. I don't know what I'm going to end up calling this video, but, whatever title you see down there is the final decision. Anyway, so these are in no particular order. They all things that fucking suck. Here we go. Number 10, Kane not retiring. Kane is just old. For a wrestler, he's not decrepit or anything, but in the sense of wrestling, he is. How much longer is Kane gonna fucking wrestle? He's been in his company for way too fucking long. He's Isaac Yankem. He's been Kane since 1997. The guy is gonna be there for like 2 decades straight. And the thing is, with no breaks in between. Certain wrestlers were gone for a while. They came back. Kane has been consistently there. And many people will make the argument, he's one of the last guys from the Attitude Era. Okay, so, I would have this problem with just about anybody from the Attitude Era. There comes a time when a guy's got to fucking hang it up already. Hang up them boots. Take the boots off, hang them up, motherfucker. Because Kane's been there for goddamn too fucking long. And it's so obvious that he's not even half as good as he used to be. Not even a quarter as good as he used to be. He's nowhere even fucking close. He's slow, and that's not the only thing. He's in the main event on Raw all the time. 75-80% of the time it's a tag match with Kane. And you're going to get the same thing. You're going to get a big boot. You're going to get a clothesline in the corner. Then a clothesline off the top rope and a choke slam. It's the same fucking moves and the sidewalk slam. And he does these moves in the same order. Clothesline in the corner. Sidewalk slam. Covers the guy. He kicks out. Goes up to the top rope. Flying clothesline, goes for a choke slam attempt. The guy's going to counter it the first time. But when you can predict it like that, that's fucking ridiculous. The fact that I could go move for move in this video and explain to you how Kane's next match is going to look is pretty fucking pathetic. The guy's got to fucking retire already. What the fuck does it take? I mean, come on already. Yes, Kane, he very well should be considered a Hall of Famer in the future. The guy has been involved in some spectacular moments throughout the Attitude Era, and even after that, Kane has been in some unforgettable moments. But can we just remember those great moments and stop having to witness all this horrible fucking shit where he's too past his prime and he doesn't want to admit it? I mean, come on. I know from the Stone Cold podcast, Triple H is pretty big on Kane still. But come the fuck on. He's taking up slots on the show that could belong to other people, Well, why is a guy like Neville not main eventing? That's why people don't care about Neville. They're not doing shit with them. Why not do something with him instead of, the spots that are taken up by guys like Kane can be taken up by way better wrestlers? Number 9, the Paige storyline. Yes, I've been complaining about this for weeks on end, but it bears repeating. Paige's storyline is probably the most irritating storyline I've ever fucking seen in my life. They're doing great things with the Divas in NXT. They're having these amazing matches. Sasha Banks and Becky Lynch. They're having 4-star matches that make a lot of the matches on Raw and even a lot of these special events, look like a fucking joke. The fact that the Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose ladder match was like a fucking joke compared to the Sasha Banks Becky Lynch match. Now that's not to make it a sexist comment, but we all know that most of the time the focus and everything is put on the men. So we're pretty much expected that the matches involving the men are going to be the better matches most of the time, because that's the focus that's put into it. You know, so that's what's going to end up being better. But when you have the fucking women who they don't even put that much of a focus on, having a way, not even a better match, but a way fucking better match than most of these other matches, a match with the world champion, the very best that the WWE supposedly has to offer, that's fucking retarded, is what it is. How can you have a ladder match between two amazing wrestlers? Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose are fucking awesome, but somehow they have a shit fucking match, and these divas are just tearing the house down. There's something wrong there. But anyway, so you would think with that in mind that, okay, so what happens on NXT is great, but what happens on the main show is going to be better. Because that's just developmental, right? That's just developmental. This is the big leagues, motherfucker. So once they leave developmental and go to the big leagues, these 4-star matches should be 5-star matches, right? And Paige is one of those wrestlers from NXT. So you would think, all those great matches she was having in NXT, they're going to be multiplied in quality, and they're going to be fucking phenomenal. Nuh-uh, motherfucker! They fucking suck! Paige's run in the WWE has been nothing short but a fucking disaster. That's not to say she's bad or anything, but that's just how it goes. Bring a guy up from developmental, and they're going to fuck him up on the main roster, or fuck her up on the main roster. And this storyline is the same shit week after week. Paige gets beaten down. Paige gets betrayed by another diva. And it just keeps mounting and mounting. And you might say, oh, this is leading to the storyline where someone from NXT is going to come in. You fucking morons with your fucking excuses. Just because it builds up to something doesn't mean it's automatically going to be, it deserves to be on fucking TV. How come the build-up back in the day used to be exciting? You used to be on the edge of your seat and anticipating. I'm just like, come the fuck on already. Bring in the fucking NXT diva, and the storyline's going to end up sucking anyway. See, that's the thing. You all sit there and you pretend like you don't know that a storyline's going to suck anyway. If it's sucking getting to the climactic part, it's going to be anticlimactic in the end, because I'm not going to give a fuck. Or I'm going to give a whole lot of a fuck less because the whole storyline was so shitty overall. I'm not going to even fucking care about the payoff. And the storyline is just stupid. It's like no one wants to join Paige. They're making her fucking pathetic. This is by far one of the worst written storylines I've ever fucking seen in my whole fucking life. At number 8, Cena not putting anybody over. Yes, he put Kevin Owens over, but it's like, this is how it always is. It was the same thing. Oh, Cena beat The Rock? Oh, okay. The Rock beat Cena? It's like, alright, so, he beat him. So now he's got to go on to fucking win every single match under the fucking sun. Remember that? Remember when The Rock beat Cena? In 2012, Cena had to go win the Money in the Bank. Cena wouldn't put over Punk. Cena had to win the Royal Rumble. He had the main event WrestleMania, and then eventually beat The Rock. Because Cena has to have the fucking spotlight for anything. He does one good thing, puts somebody over. But then you got a guy like Cesaro who fucking deserved to be fucking put over. Cesaro was having a great match. There's nothing left for Cena to fucking do in this company. They only gave him the belt 15 fucking times! It took fucking Ric Flair over 20 years to win just 16 world titles. John Cena is one title away from that landmark, and guess what? He's done it in like less than fucking 10 years. Yeah, that's right. His first fucking world title win was in 2005. It's only 2015 now, and he's already accomplished something that it took Ric Flair over 20 years to do. There's a fucking problem with that. The thing is, it's really impressive, but he's also lost the title as many times as he's fucking won it. Remember that? He's lost the title 15 times. So for him to keep winning the belt in just 10 years, he's been fucking world champion about 70% of the fucking time. Does anybody realize how ridiculous that is? And why should it be a fucking chore to put somebody over? Stone Cold was at the top, and he still put people over. Put Undertaker over, put a whole bunch of motherfuckers over. Kane, Kurt Angle. Come on. Is it a fucking mystery here? That it's not that fucking hard for somebody to put somebody else over. Once a year, Cena loses a match. I've never seen this before. How is it believable that he just constantly keeps winning? McMahon is just over there looking like a fucking idiot most of the time. Super Cena. This is for the kids, right? What fucking kid is going to believe that Cena was going to win every single match? Everybody's fucking bored of it. It's dumb. You have this amazing match, there's 1,000 fucking kickouts, but it's like, oh, okay, so, he took him to the limit, but he's gonna win anyway. What the fuck is the point? They took him to the limit. I'm sick of hearing the same fucking excuse used goddamn over and over and over again. Yeah, he took him to the limit. Okay, how about taking him to the limit and actually fucking having him beat his fucking ass? How about that? What does it do for Cesaro? Yeah, he had a great match, but he lost like everybody else. How about having him stand out? And just because Cena lost 2 months ago, that doesn't mean that he has to wait a whole fucking year to lose again. Stop with this fucking retardation already. I'm getting goddamn fucking sick of it. Have him lose. It's later in his career. It'd be understandable. He's suffered many injuries. Come on. A guy like Cesaro is 10 times, 20 times a better fucking wrestler. And like I said, Cena's not a bad wrestler, but he ain't a great wrestler. And his character fucking sucks. So it's enough already. How about we at least take a break from fucking Cena? Yes, I know since he's won the U.S. title, he's been a bit more of an interesting character. I will admit to that. But, come on already. I can't stop thinking since Raw how much better it would have been if he just lost the U.S. title to Cesaro and you had that storyline where Cena just lost the match and Kevin Owens just lost the NXT title. It would have been perfect. But they fucked up that opportunity. Okay, and so fucking number 7, Rollins sucks as champ. He does. I was so excited when he won it at Mania. Yeah! Rollins is fucking champion! Alright, we all thought it was going to be Roman Reigns, and then they gave it to Rollins, and I was fucking praising WWE up the ass. But called me a fucking fool, because I should have fucking known in my heart of hearts, with all the experience I have watching this motherfucking crap of a company, this fucking dung heap of a fucking company, this company, they should just make the logo made out of bat guano, for God fucking sakes. I should have known that they would fuck it up royally. They'd fuck this shit up. So Rollins really hasn't had any great matches for the world title. He really hasn't. A steel cage match with Randy Orton that sucked fucking cock. Then he had a match with Dean Ambrose, with the ladder match that sucked. there was a fatal four-way that was just fucking boring as all shit. You know, Rollins hasn't had a truly great match in a long fucking time. You know, he was having amazing matches prior to his world title reign. That's why I thought he deserved the title so much. But fast forward to the actual title reign, and it's fucking sucked. It's fucking garbage. And the feud between him and Brock is not even exciting. I'm bored out of my fucking mind. It's like they had no idea how to handle Rollins' title reign. He lost to J&J Security, greatly affecting his credibility. I mean, what the fuck's next for Seth Rollins? How are they going to make him look pathetic next? You know, they start off this Justin Bieber shit with him. It's not even fucking funny, and everybody goes along with the chant anyway. You know, it's like, do they want Seth Rollins to be considered the future, or do they want him to just be looked back on as a fucking joke? Because I'm going to have to go with the latter here. A very disappointing title reign. It's probably one of the fucking worst ever. And without a fucking doubt. I believe it was Paul Heyman or something that said, or Roman Reigns said that he's one of the worst world champions ever. And it's kind of hard for me to argue that point. He fucking sucks as world champion. They're not doing anything with them. There's no epic matches. There's no epic moments. Nothing's fucking happening here. He just comes out and talks for 20 minutes in boring fucking promos and just has matches that are just so fucking forgettable. Where's the Seth Rollins of old? What happened to the guy that was fucking amazing the fuck out of us? As soon as he wins the world title, it's like, oh, okay, let's basically go on a fucking vacation. He's not even trying anymore. They're telling him not to try. Whatever the fuck the reason is, I don't like his world title reign. At number fucking 6, this Big Show not retiring. Very similar to Kane not retiring. And this does fucking suck fucking cock. I'll tell you that fucking much. The crowd is chanting, please retire at Big Show. Big Show is like doing a new submission move. It's the first move he's, put into his move set in like fucking 10 years. He's fighting for the Intercontinental title, even though he's already won the world title way too many fucking times. And he's wrestling The Miz and Ryback. At this point in his career, it just makes him look fucking pathetic. He's in there with shitty wrestlers. How is that going to help one of the shittiest wrestlers of all time in the Big Show? Big Show is a guy who nobody ever wanted to win the world title. If you wanted Big Show to win the world title, then you're a fucking retard, basically. He's slow, boring. From time to time, they got into these little things where they would keep having Big Show cut promos. Even though we absolutely sucked at them, they insisted on considering Big Show a good talker or a worthy world champion. Big Show's world title reigns have been some of the most painstaking moments in the history of the fucking WWE. He's truly one of the fucking shittiest wrestlers. They only keep him around for the spectacle of his height. But we've already seen wrestlers way bigger than him, like the Great Khali, for example. It's not really impressive anymore. When Big Show came into the company, he ripped the steel cage door off and threw he came through the ring and then threw Stone Cold through the cage door. I was mixing him up with Kane there for a minute, who should also fucking retire. It was an awesome moment. And Big Show hasn't had any awesome moments since then. That was like truly his only great moment in the company. Unless you want to count him, riding on top of the casket with the Big Boss Man. What else has Big Show done that's impressive? Fucking nothing. Fucking absolutely fucking nothing. What a fucking unfulfilled career of just being shitty and boring. Then at number 5, you got the Sheamus Orton feud. This shit has got to fucking stop. I remember when they were getting booed out of the building the night after WrestleMania like 2 years ago. And they still keep doing this match over and over, and now they're going to wrestle at Battleground. These guys are not good together. They had one good match in Hell in the Cell, but put them in a normal match, a normal one-on-one, and it's a fucking snooze fest. These guys have no idea what to do with each other. They always end up just putting each other in rest holds and just doing some boring brawling. What the fuck is the point? If they see nobody reacts to this match, that the only reaction they get is boos, why the fuck do they keep doing it? Yes, sometimes you need to book the match a couple of times for guys to get some chemistry together. I remember this was the case with John Cena and Edge. It took them a couple of times before they started having good matches together. I understand that, but they really should be booking it at house shows before they present it on TV. But now they've been wrestling for 5 years fucking straight, and it still fucking sucks. So stop doing it. Stop booking this fucking match. It sucks. You know it sucks. Everybody's letting you know it sucks. Yet you go and you fucking book it anyway. What the fuck is your fucking problem? Then I've got number 4, special events. What a fucking retarded name. And, I hate to get a little bit vulgar here, a little bit inappropriate, but when you think special events, don't you think it is Special Olympics? It's a special event. Get what I'm saying? Yeah, I told you it was a bit crude there. But, that's what I think of. Retarded events, basically. Just call it pay-per-views. We still are paying for the fucking event because we're paying for the network and we pay it monthly. So why can't they still call it pay-per-view? I know it's not pay-per-view in a traditional sense. Is there some kind of legal thing there? But they don't even call it pay-per-view anymore. It's called movies on demand or some fucking shit like that. It's called on demand. So they don't have to worry. They can still call it pay-per-view unless they consider pay-per-view to be a bit, vulgar. So why don't they just call it like an event on demand or something instead of calling it a special event? I don't fucking get it. It doesn't sound good. It doesn't roll off the tongue. It rolls out the fucking ass. What a fucking shitty name. Then I got at number 3, Bray Wyatt. I've gone on and on about how I feel about how they're treating Bray Wyatt. The guy is a good wrestler. He's got a good character. His promos are fucking nonsensical as fuck, but he's still, he's a good character. He's a great character. He's one of the few actual characters in the WWE. A guy that has an actual gimmick that's, makes sense a little bit, but, they keep on having this shit with Bray Wyatt where he just selects somebody to stalk. This month it's Roman Reigns. He doesn't even wrestle at every single special event. He never wrestles on Raw. Never fucking wrestles on Raw ever. Never. Ever. He hasn't wrestled on Raw in months. Not even in tag matches. And I don't get it. It's like Sting and Brock Lesnar are already considered the special guys that only appear once in a while. So then you got a guy like Bray Wyatt who's young, who's like in his 20s, and he's already being considered to be a special wrestler? Fucking phone. Anyway, Roman Reigns, and Bray Wyatt, this storyline has been fucking stupid. He's stalking Reigns, and Reigns is running to the back like a fucking lunatic. And all Bray Wyatt is doing is pretending he's with his daughter. And what is Bray Wyatt doing? Is he going to try to rape fucking Roman Reigns' daughter? Is that what they're insinuating? That he's a fucking child molester? Because that's what I get from that. It's probably not the best way to go there. in the PG era, but, you know, it looks fucking stupid is what it is. Roman Reigns and Bray Wyatt, their interactions, in fact, they're not even interacting. They're not even talking to each other. Bray Wyatt cuts a promo, and just like Stone Cold said in this podcast, Roman Reigns is standing there with his arms at his side. Well, I guess it's a pre-taped promo, you know, but the thing is, it's like Roman Reigns doesn't even have anything to say. He's just standing there taking it from Wyatt. And this just cheapens everything related to Bray Wyatt. The guy doesn't wrestle, the storylines are stupid, and then he's going to have a match and probably lose to fucking Roman Reigns. And then he was wrestling Ryback. How do you go from wrestling John Cena to wrestling Ryback in some forgettable mid-card match? You know, and I just can't get my head around the fact that he's just wrestling once in a while. What's wrong with him? That's what people are going to think. Like, how come he can't wrestle all the time? What the fuck is up with this guy? He just appears on the Titantron. He doesn't even come out. You know, he doesn't even come to the ring. Once in a while, he comes to the ring. When was the last time he actually came out to the ring? He came out there, I think, when the Undertaker storyline was going on. And it's always something stupid. Like the Undertaker is not there. And he's just interacting with the Undertaker. He's talking to the Undertaker. But the Undertaker's not even there. And then you have Roman Reigns running to the back to meet Bray Wyatt. And Bray Wyatt and Roman Reigns are never even shown together in the same shot. Like, what the fuck are they doing? Like, what the fuck is the point of the storyline if the fucking guys are not going to interact with each other? That's not interaction. Him cutting a little promo on the Titantron. This is fucking retarded. And it's been going on for way too fucking long. Address these fucking problems already. Especially that one. And that number fucking 2 here brings me to my next point. Here's a little segue there with Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns ain't doing jack fucking shit. Was at WrestleMania main eventing. Now he's just doing nothing. They realize that Roman Reigns isn't that great, but they're still going to keep putting him in matches and go with the idea of just giving him wins. And he doesn't even win all the time either. He gets beat down and shit. Roman Reigns looks like fucking pathetic most of the time. They're not even fucking trying with Roman Reigns. They're not even trying to do anything good with him. Nothing memorable. Nothing like that at all. You know, feuds with the Big Show, with Bray Wyatt, this type of shit is not going to get him anywhere. It's not going to make people think he's a more worthy champion. You know, I truly believe that they were going to have Roman Reigns as world champion at WrestleMania and have him beat Brock. But I think they saw the backlash from fans. The same thing with Daniel Bryan from last year. They had to do damage control. So I think they changed everything at the last minute. Just like last year. Their plans sucked, so they have to change them. And now they realize that they still have a guy that they heavily promoted, so they got to do something with them. But the thing is, just admit to your mistakes. Roman Reigns sucks. So stop trying to do shit with him when it's so obvious that you don't know where to go from here. You just don't. You realize he sucks. You knew he sucked from the outset, but you're still going to try to do shit with him anyway to try to have him, you know, get won over by the fans. And I know what they're doing. Take a step back with Roman Reigns. Have him wrestle a guy that everybody likes in Bray Wyatt. And this is going to somehow magically get Reigns over. Well, it's not. He's still going to suck fucking cock. And then at number 1, the announcers. The announcing only gets worse year after year in this company. Okay, so they took Booker T off the Raw announcing. Now, at the beginning of the year, we start off with Michael Cole, JBL, and Jerry the King Lawler. I complained for years that the King fucking sucked dick. They were going to get him off Raw a long time ago, but they felt bad because of the heart attack shit that happened. And, you know, I think that's moronic. You know, if they wanted to take him off, they didn't have to wait 3 years to do it. So Jerry the King Lawler was taken off. In his place, they put Booker T. Booker T sounds like a fucking idiot. So they realized that, and they swapped him out for Brian Saxon. Brian Sex Addict, whatever the fuck his fucking name is. Anyway, so they've gone through fucking 3 different announcers in 1 fucking year. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. Going back and looking at Michael Cole during the Attitude Era, that motherfucker should have been fired a long time ago. No emotion in his voice. Doesn't know how to fucking put a wrestler over or sell an event. Sell a wrestler. Doesn't know how to talk up a wrestler, how to get them over. JR used to be able to talk up any wrestler and get them over with the audience. He knew exactly what to say, what it took to trigger in your brain that, you know, you should be thinking that this guy is important. Michael Cole doesn't do anything. I've been using this example for a couple of weeks. Look at the Elimination Chamber. It's a big fucking chamber, motherfuckers. Like, it's made out of steel and shit. It's super dangerous. And, you know, guys like Kalisto were jumping off the top. JR would have been going fucking nuts. He would have been like, kid, don't end your career. My God, you know. But Michael Cole pretends like this is, you know, wrestlers just frolicking through a flowery meadow or some shit. You know, it's not a walk in the park. It's a fucking elimination chamber. And the fact that he's not getting excited during it tells me that I should not be getting excited during it. I was more hyped for the match than the guy who's actually calling it at ringside. There's a fucking problem there. Now, I thought Michael Cole had a little bit of promise when they were turning him into a heel, but they took that away from him, and now he's back to just being a boring fucking announcer again. And I don't understand how this guy is the voice of the WWE. They want to have his voice plastered all over the you know, any important moments that they have. It's like Michael Cole always sucked. What did Vince McMahon see in this guy that he's gotten this far to the point where he's the top announcer? He was just the, you know, the side guy, the backstage interviewer back in the day. You know, he was there when Jim Ross was battling you know, the Bell's palsy, and he stood in for him for a little bit during 1999. You know, and now he's a top announcer. This is fucking stupid. Michael Cole fucking sucks. And JBL is a watered down version of what he used to be. Like, during 2006, he was a great heel announcer. And Brian Sex Addict is just a fucking boring piece of shit. Well, there you go, motherfuckers. Video's already going on for 30 minutes of me just complaining about shit currently in WWE. You know, sorry if this is some of the stuff I repeat in my Raw reviews, but I just had to get this shit off my chest because it annoys me week after fucking week. We see the same fucking shit, the same fucking mistakes. You know, you would think after a while they keep doing the same mistakes that they'd fix them. But they don't. They keep repeating them. That's the definition of motherfucking insanity. Alright, motherfuckers. That's all I got.